Hey everyone, how is it going? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well because today we're talking about music. Today we're talking about vinyl records, and today we're talking about 545s. I've seen a lot of the Vinyl Tag 2024 videos going around, and they're really awesome. I've loved watching all of them. I should probably do one myself. But a lot of the folks that I've been watching, they say they don't really have many 45s or 7-inch records. They don't really collect them. And that's cool. And that's cool. I have, not that I'm a collector of them, but I have a fairly decent collection of them, and I wanted to show off just 5 of them. And this lets me do a couple of these videos. And I just wanted to show a bit of diversity in what I have. Now, some of these, they've been gifts throughout the years. Some of these I find when I go kind of thrift shopping for records or whatever else. And some of them are sort of related to the genres I really like and enjoy and listen to, particularly ska, rocksteady, reggae. There's a long-standing history of 45 records within those genres and kind of subcultures, starting with the sound system battles and sound clashes back in starting in the late 50s into the 60s. You would have kind of rival DJs playing records. In fact, what's sought after among some collectors are vinyl records that have the titles and names of the artists scratched out, because what would happen, you would have what would be rude boys or gangsters kind of hired by the rival sound system DJ to go into the other dance hall, the other performance, to try and see what they're playing, and if it's the hottest new artist, and they try and get in, see what it is. So a lot of people like to collect those records because it shows it has that history. I don't have any of those records, so not a teaser, clickbait or anything. But it just kind of gives a bit of a context to the genres I like, and we've got a bit of a diverse kind of mishmash here. And just wanted to showcase a couple different 545s that I do have in my collection that might inspire you to go into Discogs or eBay or wherever you would buy it physically or online, and just see what cool 45s exist. So first up, we're going to go with the single Lip Up Fatty by Bad Manners. Let's make sure we can see the title there. Lip Up Fatty by Bad Manners. Great two-tone band of the 80s. Lots of fun, lots of fun. So on here on the A side, you have Lip Up Fatty. On the B side, you have Night Bus to Dalston, an instrumental version. This is actually a Spanish release, a Spanish pressing. There we go. You can see all those Spanish words there. This is picked up by my fiance a few summers ago. They were in Spain. I like collecting records, and they found that for a decent price. And I was like, awesome, that's such a great gift. And it's one of my favorite Bad Manners songs. They're one of the two-tone bands I'm not super sold on. Not sure why. I think as part of it is the production, and then part of it's the general attitude. I think I prefer, the specials, the selector madness. I sort of prefer those two-tone bands to Bad Manners. But I do really like the song Lip Up Fatty. That's a great one. So especially for a band where you only like, maybe as far as you know, a handful of their songs and tracks, 45s are a great way to go to have that sort of physical memorabilia. Next up, we've got, this is a lot of fun, and it's still got the Valley Village sticker on it. This is on Capitol Records. This is the Beatles. I Want to Hold Your Hand. I believe that's the A side. And the B side is the Beatles. Here, we can take it out because it's not actually on Decca. And then the B side is, I saw upside down. The B side is upside down. The B side is, and I saw her standing there. Again, I mean, the Beatles, I like the Beatles, not a massive kind of Beatlemaniac, not into the Beatlemania per se, but these are great songs. And I saw, $2 for Beatles 45. I do have some Beatles on vinyl, but not a lot. And that's the only 45 of the Beatles I have. And I thought that was a really, really cool find, cool thing to add to the collection. So I was excited when I found that and added to it. This next one, this is, again, this is one of my favorite tracks ever. If I'm ever in a bad mood, just put this song on and I'm set. I'm talking about by Steve Winwood here. We'll take it out of the, is this even the proper sleeve? This is out on Island Records, so no, the sleeve isn't even the correct sleeve. This is Higher Love by Steve Winwood. There you go, with the B-side of And I Go, which is a good track too, but Higher Love. Like I said, if you're ever in a bad mood, if you're feeling low about the state of the world, if you're feeling low about what's something going on in your life, just play Higher Love. You'll hit that Higher Love. That's just such a great song. And again, so I mean, that's been one of my favorite songs for a long, long time. So when I finally did see that, again, that was at Valley Village for $2. Yeah, I gotta have my favorite song on vinyl, of course. Oh, this next one is good. This is on Epic Records. This is Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. I don't need to talk about Billie Jean. We all know Billie Jean. Again, this is a Valley Village find, $2. But the reason I picked it up is for the B-side, Can't Get Out of the Rain. Now, I had not heard Can't Get Out of the Rain until just on streaming. There's a recent, I think, 40th anniversary of Thriller that came out, and that was one of the songs they pumped up first. And I was like, wow, how did I know why? Like, it clearly wasn't finished. The lyrics are sort of a lot of vocal improvisation, sort of filling in that space. But just in terms of the production and the beat of that song, it's just such a good song. I really, really enjoy it. And I was thinking, like, man, if I could get a physical copy of that, and then I did a bit of research, and I did learn that that was released as a B-side to Billie Jean. A lot of people even now say it was never released in any physical format, which is weird because it was hard for me to find that that's not the case. So I don't know why, but that was a great find, and just to have again Michael Jackson, one of those fantastic artists that's no longer with us. So to have sort of some physical memorabilia, some physical music to remember that by is fantastic. And so I started with a ska, especially I started with a two-tone 45. We're going to end with a two-tone 45. And this is on, it's on a generic sleeve, so I'll just take it out. This is on Two Tone Records. This is the selector. So on the A side, we have their big hit On My Radio. You can see it's got that built-in adapter there. That's part of it to play a 45 on a record player. And on the B side, I didn't even pay attention. You have Too Much Pressure, which was another one of their hits, Too Much Pressure on My Radio. If you've never heard the selector, their first album is fantastic. It's just full of hits. It's one of those ones where you're like, oh, I know that song. Oh, I know that song. That's a great song. And again, this is one I actually bought off Discogs, but just to have, like something from Two Tone Records, one of the most important kind of and notable ska record labels, historically very, very important, and musically putting out fantastic music. And just to have those two songs on physical media, physical format, it's super cool. And so that's just 5 kind of selections for my collection. I've got maybe, took these 5 out, I probably have like 40. I might have about 45 45s. That would be a cool extended stream or video or something. And I just wanted to kind of show off a little bit of diversity. These aren't all my favorites. They're not maybe the most valuable ones I have. According to whoever, is valuable. The most valuable record you have is the one that means the most to you. In my opinion, it's not how much you paid for it. It's the one that brings you the most joy in terms of what does that music mean to you? Is it something new? That's your new favorite song? Is it your old favorite song? It's a different discussion, but value is relative. So these are just 5 45s that I wanted to showcase. And I hope to do that again sometime. I had a good time looking through these records. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.